Can't start with that.
I told you when you sent that email this morning, I didn't know.
Mr. Berkey, where would we put the court reporter so we have space for her? Maybe over here by the microphone? Well, she could hear the microphone right here probably.
Of a brief delay as we wait for the court reporter to get up here.
Absolutely. Oh, waiting for the.
I'm back.
You have a folder. And that's the agenda and the script is in your folder, commissioners.
Is there a different one from what we had the other day?
Yes,
Okay,
he just gave it to us.
so this is the updated.
Yes, there's a agenda and the script for the hearings for this.
And then there's another updated one he just gave me, just wrote out for the change they have. I'll explain that when we open.
Can I see that?
Something like, I just need to be able to microphone for that machine onto the table of my computers.
Yeah, over here, use it.
Is that okay?
Yeah, but you'll still use it, Jerry.
Yeah.
It's always been just my service in H1.
No, so I believe we need to discuss this.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're gonna need to discuss that.
There,
Okay,
we're gonna continue, so we're gonna make a motion.
wait,
Yeah.
you just told me something that makes it sound as if
They just said at the beginning of the meeting, before you were here,
there is
when you in.
a motion is different than what is going to happen. So if you've already decided what's going to
Have
happen.
not decided.
Okay.
Attorneys decided.
No, the attorney doesn't decide, we decide. Is it? Thank you.
I'm giving information.
And that's all we should receive. Can slip this back in. It's form and everything. Is the
The court reporter's just getting set up.
Got it, I got
Do you need anything? Water, do you need anything? Just help give you.
Ready? Okay, everybody, please rise. We're gonna start out with our pledge of allegiance.
annexation meeting
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, if you can all bow your heads and have a moment of silence and prayer in your own doing. Thank you. Madam Clerk.
Call the roll today for the public hearing, July 17, 2023 at 10 a.m. Mr. Cantala Mesa,
Here.
Ms. Frenchco.
Here.
Mr. Malloy.
Here. Okay, we're gonna start the meeting. I'm gonna refer to Attorney Berkey. You can start out.
Thank you, Mr. White. It's my understanding that the parties want to address the court, my apologies, the commissioners, and we defer to Al Schrader, the attorney for. Can't hear you very good. Can't hear you.
A little closer to the mic, Mr. Berkey.
You could take it off.
Or take it out.
Well, are these mics? Okay, yeah, you can hear.
It's on. You can just close to your mouth.
At this point, I'm going to request Al Schrader to come forward and address the commissioners concerning the status of this hearing.
Thank you, Attorney Berkey. And as you'll probably see every attorney do, I'm going to give my card to the court reporter. And that way names get spelled right. I'm Attorney Al Schrader, and I represent the townships of Holland and Vienna. And there had been discussions over the weekend that may resolve this matter, but we're not quite there yet. So what I wanted to do was respectfully move the commissioners to allow us a continuance. We've all compared calendars. August 28 would work best for all the attorneys. I hope that works for the commissioners. If you want to grant the motion, the purpose is to allow additional negotiations to try to end some of the annexation dispute or even future disputes between some of these parties. I believe substantial progress has been made on trying to resolve it, but there's a little more to do. And we need more time. You also understand that all of us as attorneys represent local governments, and local governments have to have meetings to approve it, assuming we do hit a resolution, and we have to consult with all the elected officials before moving forward. So we respectfully ask that we have a 30-day extension. Frankly, my fear is if we go forward today, this hearing by nature is adversarial. People are going to be saying negative things about each other. That's the nature of it. It's like being in court. And when you do that, it makes it a whole lot less likely you're going to resolve something. So I think the chances of a good result are up here, and the cost is down here. It's just another 30 days in an annexation that's already been pending since like October. So with all respect, and I know it's the commissioner's decision, I respectfully ask that you do continue it. And I certainly would ask the other attorneys to chime in. Would it be more convenient if I just pass the mic?
Good morning. Commissioners, I've met all of you for the first time this meeting. I don't believe that you and I have personally met yet. Ms. Frenchco, good to meet you. I am Attorney Nils Johnson. I represent the petitioners here, Bagnili Irpino LLC and Jeff and Marianne Heston. We are here today for a petition that we filed. We had started this procedure. We are mindful of the varying interests on this subject matter and the longstanding conversations with respect to annexation, and find Attorney Schrader's comments very well taken. If there is an opportunity to resolve and address some of those with a little expression of goodwill from all the parties here, we as the petitioners are in concurrence with the motion to continue and find an opportunity to have this conversation again 30 days or so from now on August 28th. I think would do a lot of good for our broader community, and the petitioners here, my clients, the property owners here, do not object to the motion that Attorney Schrader has made. Is there anything to add?
And also no objection from Niles.
That was Mr. Zuzalo.
August 28th, I'm sorry, August 28th is the date of the continuance.
Yes.
The request.
At what time? So we know, so the board knows, 10 o'clock, same time. I think it's in the best interest of this board, when we talk about Trumbull County and all the citizens, that are going to be impacted here. I mean, this was always our intention to begin with, is to try to work this out without it coming to us. So, I make a motion for the continuance to, change the date to August 28th at 10 o'clock. We continue this, and hopefully these parties can address these issues and come to some sort of resolution.
I make a motion to amend that to the final continuance. We've had so many people reaching out who were frustrated about this over the weekend. I'm getting numerous people who are concerned about what's going to happen to their property in Howland. And I think that this has been going on since October. And we can't let the people who live in our communities wait and wonder. So I would have appreciated that this came to our board prior to this morning. And I'd like to say that this should be the last time. We can't just let people sitting out here waiting and wondering. So I make a motion to amend it to making that the final date, the final continuance we'll accept.
Motion dies for lack of a second. I would like to second Commissioner Cantala Mesa's motion. I believe that we are Trumbull County, all of us, we're all Trumbull County citizens. I appreciate the words of the attorneys that we want to find a peaceful, non-hostile solution. These are our neighbors. These people will continue to be neighbors that live in that neighborhood. Howland and Niles, will continue to be neighbors. We wish that they have no ill feelings and that you guys can resolve something peacefully and in accordance with the wishes and demands of the citizens of both the townships and the cities. And I commend you for doing that and being man enough, and the petitioners also for their time and consideration with us. I know it's taken a lot of time. I know we want to see conclusion for the citizens, but at the same time, something of this magnitude that's going to be precedent setting possibly if we were to rule here. I think it's worth the amount of time that we're going to put into it to make sure that all parties are happy. This is something that we're going to work out within the family, within the Trumbull County family, and move forward for the betterment of our county.
My question for the attorneys is, would you have a problem modifying your request for a continuance to make that the final date so that we can put the rest of our citizens' minds at ease that this is going to be resolved by that date?
I would just, can I just address that? I'm sorry.
This was I was speaking to I
Okay,
believe
go
that
ahead.
you began to
Go ahead.
respond.
I think I can tell you that all of us as attorneys expect this to be the last. I mean, we understand. I feel horrible. We got a bunch of witnesses out here that aren't going to be able to speak today, and that's partly my fault because I'm asking for this. But I can tell you that the attorneys have absolutely no intention of continuing this beyond the 28th. Now, are there always emergencies? You know, if we have a tornado, maybe. But, you know, I don't imagine short of something like that, I can't imagine. We're either going to agree to this thing or we ain't, one or the other. And we're going to know hopefully by the next, by around the 16th of August. So that's kind of the deadline we set, which is a few days ahead of the one we asked for the hearing. So that's the best answer I can give. I've lived long enough to know that every time I say something's absolute, some doggone thing happens that it isn't. But we're going to do our best, and the intention of all three attorneys, as I understand it, is to get this thing done one way or the other. If we're done, we're going to show up on the 28th and tell you what we came up with. We've already talked about a way that we could do a different type of petition that's an expedited one that doesn't require a hearing and so on and so forth. So we already have some of that kind of filled in. And if I just said anything wrong, guys, let me know.
Okay, because I mean, it's been filed, withdrawn, filed, withdrawn. And there just needs to be some kind of conclusion, I think, definitively for the people of Trumbull County. And then, not for nothing, I was asked to be deposed in a wrongful death for the sheriff today, and I said no because I had this hearing. So we also have other things that we need to work on too. Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion on the table in a second.
Mr. Cantala Mesa,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Ms. Frenchco.
Yes.
With that, I'll entertain another motion.
I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Mr. Cantala Mesa.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Ms. Frenchco.
Yes.
Thank you all.